Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. You're probably thinking, Alex didn't sleep last night. Well, actually, I did sleep. I had a really good sleep. I've got to say, big thank you. I hope you guys can hear me clearly, actually. Hope it's not any silliness with the sound problem. But I've got to say to the guys last night, we had some major technical issues. One laptop, then the software, the apps, and everything went down. But the kind of person I am, like I said to the guys, we go forwards. We go forwards, and if there's a solution to a resolution to a solution, I'll find it. we found it, and we went live. We went live. So the guys who stuck with me, unfortunately, there's one person who kind of missed out, but hopefully we can get him back on another live show on the platform. But yeah, the easy talk was, as always, fun jokes and laughter, and a little bit of serious somewhere in between there. But wonderful guys, John, Laguna, Elta, original Godfather, Daniel Day-Lewis, aka Tim, and Gary, aka DWTT or DWTT, aka Anyway, the guys did a wonderful job this morning. But yeah, we got some news that I actually wanted to talk about last night. Some graphics, some imagery that I wanted to show the guys last night. Like I said, it was a little bit of a meltdown. Some people saying to me, does your brother know that it's not happening? I was thinking, look, Gary, behave yourself, mate. I'm trying to keep cool, calm, and collected over here, all right? Alex has got everything under control. But anyway, guys, anyway. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday morning show. We've got some news in regards to the North London Derby. Is happening tomorrow. Still not sure. There's going to be a decision made sometime today, and also some to say heartbreaking news. To pardon the pun, but some news in regards to our ex-captain. Remember, got stripped. Yeah, he's playing in the African Cup of Nations, and yeah, but we've got to keep an eye on that. We'll be talking about that, as well as what else. What else? I think that's it. That is it. So see you guys on the other side of this music intro. Yes, indeed. Welcome back to Cannon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this one. I'm trying to multitask. Yeah, I was doing a lot of that last night. Multitasking, problem solving, and yeah, we got the job done. We got the job done. Actually, the show must go on, and it did go on. It did go on last night. So thank you to the guys, to the fellas. Again, Eltel, Richard Godfather, Daniel Day-Lewis, aka Tim, aka Daniel Day-Lewis. John Guna, and of course DWTT. So yeah, like it says there, got to subscribe. You don't have to subscribe, but it'd be nice if you could subscribe. Thank you for that. Help us grow organically. Thank you. Guys, let me know whether you can hear me clearly. If you can't, then I'll try and tweak the microphone. The microphone, I'm using the one microphone on this old webcam. Not the new webcam. There's some problems with the new webcam. Using this laptop. This laptop is not my laptop, it's my wife's laptop. So we're back to that situation there. So I think first up, what we will deal with, what we're going to deal with, I tell you what, I just really actually quite angry to hear certain people putting in their pennies worth. Now, the North London Derby, as of now, I'm not absolutely sure whether it's going to be going ahead or not. Don't know. But what I am going to say is, have put in a request. Actually, just read it from the top. So, Tottenham versus Arsenal. Spurs angry, apparently, after the Gunners request postponement of North London Derby due to insufficient players. The Premier League to decide today whether Sunday's game between Tottenham and Arsenal goes ahead. Spurs are apparently angry at the postponement request and believe there is no COVID outbreak at Arsenal. Gunners have a host of players missing due to COVID, injury, suspension, and of course the AFCON. Now, what kind of made me quite furious is that Gary Neville has put his pennies in worth, and it quite reminded me why I couldn't stand this guy. Couldn't stand him. Gary Neville angry at Arsenal and sent a clear message as they asked for a Tottenham postponement. I honestly believe that all teams, not just in the Premier League, but the EFL, now must be made to play their fixtures. I thought Alex just count to 10. Florian Balogun gone on loan, Ismail Nars gone on loan, Xhaka got red carded. That's not the fault of anybody else's. I was thinking, well, Gary Neville, why didn't you speak up when Liverpool tried to get the first leg? Remember Carabao Cup? Why didn't you talk then? Why haven't you spoken previous weeks? Why not? So I thought, you know what? Just keep your opinions to yourself, Gary Neville. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear anything from Gary Neville. And Jamie Carragher did kind of back him up, but he was saying as well, actually, it's nothing. It's just in the back. You know, I agree with Gary Neville. I swear, you know what, Jamie Carragher, you're better off just keeping stum, right? Because as far as I can see, from the first game of the season, remember the season opener, it was Brentford versus Arsenal. And we had COVID rife. And what happened? We still had to play the game. Now, I've got an idea. I know what's going to happen. We've put in the request for it to be postponed. I can see the writing on the wall already. And the Premier League the FA are going to come back and say, actually, no, we want you to play the game. That is what's going to happen. Now, from a speculative point of view, you know, a neutral fan, you know, a Tottenham fan or Arsenal fan, I think we might want the game to go ahead. But again, how is it we're putting the request and now all of a sudden now people are up in arms? Oh my goodness, how dare you, Arsenal? How dare we? We dare. We dare. Absolutely ridiculous. And again, for me, I thought, you know what, Gary Neville, just keep your mouth quiet, man. Just keep your mouth quiet. Don't want to hear anything from you. Don't want to hear anything from you. No, let process take its course without any external people with brown paper bags. But no, I think Arsenal are well within their rights to ask for the game to be postponed because we're down on the numbers. We're down on the numbers. But again, I've got a funny feeling the writing is already on the wall. And maybe the FL are probably looking at Cannon 42 and thinking, what are these guys talking about? The game has to go on. The show, you know, like your show last night, has to go on. I'm not sure what I'm looking over there for. So that's just the first part that kind of really got the embers burning. I was thinking, Gary Neville, quickly reminding myself why I couldn't stand him as a player, much less as a pundit. Didn't do anything as a coach, stroke manager, or manager, stroke coach. So just keep your chompers quiet, man. Keep it quiet. Anyway, a little bit warmed up now. A little bit warmed up. God, dear me. Oh dear. Right. The second, I think what I would do, I'll put up Arteta's imagery up, but nothing to do with Mikel Arteta. Well, actually, it does have. Kevin Campbell has suggested that Mikel Arteta are about to sign a quality playmaker in Arthur Melo from Juventus. Brazilian, isn't he? Another Brazilian. Yeah, the former Arsenal striker believes that Arthur is a good player and has suggested that he would make Arteta's side better in the midfield. Daily Mail had reported that Arsenal are keen on signing the former Barca midfielder in January transfer window. Juventus are reported open to letting the 25-year-old Brazilian international midfielder leave this month, but they want some kind of assurance that they will get £35 million on the transfer fee either in January or in the summer of 2022. The Gunners are set to make the short journey and actually just try and negotiate some. As I understand it in my video that I did about Arthur Melo, is that it's somewhere close. It's somewhere close on the edge that we might get this midfielder. Again, sorry guys, I don't have the graphics set up because again I'm using my wife's laptop, not my laptop, but yeah. The reason why we're going for a midfielder is because we're quite short on numbers in the midfield. Very, very short on numbers. And you got to ask the question, why were Arsenal so quick to let Ainsley Maitland-Niles leave. Well, if a player wants to leave, there's nothing you can do. He's gone out on loan. Is there an option to buy? I'm hoping that he will think there's an option to buy because he wants to play. But anyway, back to Arthur Melo. I did the video. The video came up live, I believe, yesterday morning. So check out my thoughts, what I think about Arthur Melo. But it does say in the the report here that some monies have been, or assurances at least, short in the midfield. Yeah, problems up top, problems in the midfield, and now actually the defense. You know what? What I wanted to show the guys last night was this video, not a video, imagery, a photo. Now, I kind of alluded to it last night when we were talking about Alexander Lacazette. I said, do you remember, guys, when there was the image of, him kneeling in front of the Slavia Prague players in the Europa League? And the guy said, well, yeah. And what I wanted to do was to show this imagery. I'm thinking very, very iconic. Very iconic. And then you look at this one here. Look at this one here. Oh, Ben White. Oh, dearie me. You know that £15 million that we paid? That's worth every money of it there. Misses, from the 18-yard box. And look at Ben White. Ben White is just such a joker, isn't he? I was thinking, well, look, iconic. Very, very iconic there. Look. And then Ben White says, yeah, I'm also iconic. Oh, God. It's just a shame I couldn't get to show the lads last night. I mean, that would have, had the house raucous, innit? But, yeah, man. I think we've probably spoken before about, the situation with Lacazette. And I'm not going to, revisit the poll because we've done the poll already. I think the latest was, who would you prefer to keep, Eddie Nketiah or Lacazette? And it was an unresounding vote for Lacazette. But yeah, this news now about him wanting 3 years. Of course he's going to want to have 3 years. But I think it's probably 2 years too much for me. Minimum, maybe 1 year, and maybe on a rolling contract, 2 years. Yeah, anyway. But we got almost upwards with more live news on here on Canon 40 TV on the Saturday morning show. Now, this news here is quite startling and shocking. Shocking? Well, anyway, the news that DWTT Gary was speaking about, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but actually unclear whether Arsenal striker will play in Gabon's final AFCON group game. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was left out of Gabon's team to face Ghana due to a minor heart condition. Yes, another player with a heart condition. The striker has recovered from coronavirus and trained this week. Also satisfied his condition is not serious. A club are in touch with forward who is feeling okay. Now, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, didn't want to take any risks after Aubameyang, along with her teammate Mario Lemina and Axel Meyer, were shown to have cardiac lesions following bouts of COVID. My goodness. Aubameyang tested positive for coronavirus on his arrival in Cameroon from a tournament last week, but he returned a negative test this week and trained on Thursday. Now, Gabonese officials will now continue to check Aubameyang's health over the next few days, but it's unclear at this stage whether he will be able to play in Gabon's final game against Morocco on Tuesday. Arsenal are understood to be satisfied that Aubameyang's condition is not serious. On the other hand, Gabonese fans are worried about the future of their captain, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Gabon coach Patrice says they'll continue to do tests on him and monitor his condition. A member of the Gabonese team management also said they're in touch with Arsenal to check his progress as the days go by. It's unclear whether he will be available for their last group game against Morocco. To be honest, I don't think it's not worth taking the chance Far rather that he doesn't feature, now until they do extensive tests. Again, this from that is breaking news, isn't it? Serious breaking news. Put aside the fact that he's been, he's had his the captain's armband, strapped from him, and you'll see him partying and all that stuff there. Listen, when health is the main topic, don't play, man. Don't play with that, and our thoughts are with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and his family at this moment in time. So yeah, and we go on. There is some more news, I believe. Is there more news, Alex? Well, there should be. Actually, no. That's it. There is no more news segments to be had on this Saturday morning show on Cannon Fodder TV. But I think what I will do, maybe just for the sake of doing it, actually, if I can do it. No, I can't actually. I can't do it. I can't do it. Because it's not my laptop. It's my wife's laptop I'm using here. But can I do it here? I wanted to see the poll. Can I see the poll here? I don't think I can see the poll, can I? Community tab. And voila, there it is. So the poll is here. Not on the laptop. The laptop's not mine. The last poll that we've done was the man of the match. Who was your man of the match versus Liverpool? And I chose Bukayo Saka, for his, just relentless running, defending in numbers. And also he eked out a couple of chances, half chances. So as much as it was backs against the wall, we still had the odd chance that he created. So that's why he was my man of the match. And also as well that he wanted to continue, even though he felt fatigued, and I think he sustained an injury. If the game does go ahead, the North London derby, I still don't know whether he's going to feature or not. But anyway, man of the match, Liverpool game, 913 votes. Relentless. Absolutely relentless. 28 thumbs up, and there's still only one comment. That's all right. We can deal with that one comment. And the protagonists. At this point, I'm not going to be reading this poll out again. So this is the final results for me. I'm done. I'm dusted. Protagonists were Tierney, White, Saka, Martinelli. Tierney comes in for 4% of the votes. Martinelli 14%. Saka 17%. And out in front is Ben White, and that's just for the Cheshire Cat laughing against Benamino when he missed the open goal there. So well done to Ben White. Now, I think there's only been one comment anyway in the live chats. Am I right? Yes, only one comment, and that one comment has come up from Hulk Hogan. Not related to, Terry Hogan or Tim Hogan, who were on the show last night. This is Radovic. For me, we spoke extensively last night. I can't see the guy coming to Arsenal. Just can't see it. And even more so, paying reportedly £300,000 a week. Not for me. Oops. When is Vlahovic coming? I have no idea. Saka. Yeah, Pepper. Your man of the match. Yeah, for me, he was my man of the match as well. But you pay your money, you take your pick. I think the lads last night. I think John, who I can see is in the live chat, also said that you could have chosen any from a number of 10 players. To be honest, the Liverpool game, one of the best performances. Knowing the situation that we were in when that player got sent off, I'm not going to mention his name. And again, it wasn't only the fact that we were defending. We had chances as well. We just snuffed them out. But good shout, Pepper. Good shout. John Guna, breaking news: Spurs requesting their whole history. Actually, I think didn't it already go through? Didn't the requests already go through? I mean, the trophy cabinet is quite empty, apart from the odd spider web in there. Good morning, John. John, Thank you, Geese. Thank you for coming on the show last night, man. I said it was on. It was going to go on, and I cancelled it. Then we went on again, but it was really good. Really, really good. Easy talk. We need a midfielder. No Vlahovic. Do you know what, Pepper? I've long since said, apart from I want to see a lot of players being sold in this January transfer window, even though I think it's going to be quite difficult. Having one midfielder still won't be enough. One midfielder is not going to solve all our problems. And what kind of midfielder are you looking for? Are you looking for an attacking midfielder, creative midfielder, a deep line defensive midfielder? So what kind of midfielder do you think Arsenal should be signing? And who do you think? Name names. Give me a name. Give me a name. That's all. Right. I featured Frank Kessie at least half a dozen times. So if you want to know our thoughts in regards to Frank Kessie, physicality, he would bring it and then some change. But yeah, we've done at least 5-6 videos on Frank Kessie. So just go over there on the platform and check it out. I'm just checking. I know, was it Crystal Palace who played last night against Brighton, and it was a 1-1 draw. See, what are the other fixtures for today? So let's have a look. So it's 15th. As it stands now, Burnley versus Leicester City game has been postponed. But 12:30 is Man City versus Chelsea. And to be honest, I want Man City to smash Chelsea because I can't stand Chelsea. Can't stand them. Although we would have a Lukaku. I'm just saying. Romelu Lukaku? No? Just saying, man. Newcastle, Norwich versus Everton. Norwich Yo-Yo Club. They're going down, man. Wolves versus Southampton. And the evening kickoff, 5:30, is Aston Villa versus Man United. Come on, Aston Villa. Come on, Villa. Yeah. Time to review all players going out on. Yeah. Who was it? Who was saying that actually? It must have been actually in the live chat. I mean, the live chat was chock-a-block with comments, man. I just couldn't catch up because the discussion we had was so thick with our quality debates there. And but I do apologize if any of you guys are watching now. I do apologize. I just could not get through all the live chats, and that's what we want actually. The debate, hot topics, the X-Man, John the X-Man. And the Liverpool people, man, sort yourselves out, man. Sort yourself out. But I do apologize not being able to get into the live chat for the majority of the comments there. We should go for Georgina Wijnaldum this January. David, Hillary, good morning to you. I've been quite cynical, actually. You probably would have heard in my video. I've done 2 videos now on Gina Wijnaldum. If we do take him, ideally we'll take him on a loan deal, not permanent. I mean, again, we're trying to decrease the average age of players at Arsenal, and we've kind of got it down. So if we are going to go for Gina Wijnaldum, I didn't realize he played for Newcastle, but if we do go for him, it has to be only on a short loan deal, no permanent deal. And if it is permanent, only 1 year contracts, one year contracts, and after that he can go back. But there's no doubt we do still need some experienced players. Is Gini Wijnaldum the midfielder that we probably need to be going for? There's been talk about Jack Wilshere. I guess if we can go for Gini Wijnaldum, who's not an Arsenal product, age 31, Jack Wilshere age 29, why don't we go for Jack Wilshere? instead of Gino Wijnaldum? Actually, that could be the poll question. That would be the poll question. There you go. So, who would you prefer to go for? This guy, Arthur Melo, Gino Wijnaldum, or Jack Wilshere? Oh, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I just seen your comment, John. Yeah. You know what? I'll do it at the end because it's a little bit tricky. Yeah, I'll do it at the end. But I just seen your comment there. That's been my concern, isn't it? Age 31, but surely not on a loan deal, just to kind of solve the problem in the midfield, and then he can go wherever he wants to go after the loan has finished. John, no? Break the bank for Frank Kessie or Bissouma. But I've heard some things about Bissouma, unsubstantiated. So, guys, I think what I'm gonna let me just try and Melo or Gini Wijnaldum. There you go. Right. There you go. It's gone out. It's been posted. Can we wish Auba all the best? He's still a gooner, our best striker at the moment for all his faults. Yeah, like I said, in my report, the penultimate report in regards to Aubameyang, there's been some lesions found on his heart, and he's not the only one as well. I think there's another player as well. Both contracted COVID. To be honest, Gabon, I know they're fighting. There's a last game against Ghana, but it's not worth taking the risk. It's not worth taking the risk. Really isn't. Just just rest up, convalesce. Let them do their test, extensive tests, and only then, when they're really, really sure, then the guy, if they think actually it's probably going to put his health at risk, then yeah. But I'm hoping, and like John says, let's wish him all the best. Still our player, isn't he? Still our player. But like I said at the beginning of the show, when it comes to health, don't play. Don't play, man. Don't play. No loan deals. Sick of them. Sick of them. Right. Okay. And just to think as well, we've got players out on loan, innit? We need to find a resolution or solution for these players, Goodness gracious me. Right. So in regards to the poll I just put out, just a minute ago, who do Arsenal sign? Choose only one. Jack Wilshere. Just asking the question. Arthur Melo. I've actually spelled his name wrong. I've got to take it off. Yeah, sorry, Peter. I have to take it off. But there's only one vote, and it was for Arthur Melo. I'll have to do it when I'm less distracted. I think what I'll do now, we've been going for 30 minutes. I'm going to review the news of today from Canon for the TV's perspective. And also, before I do that, I want to say a big thank you to the lads last night on the Easy Talk. Sticking with me, man. I had some serious problems, technical problems, which involved some liquid substance that kind of got in between the keyboards on my laptop. I think the laptop is fried. I think it's, yeah. And then got on my wife's laptop. What happened? The app that I paid money for wasn't working. I was thinking, no. And you know what, John? I was thinking maybe it must have been the X-Man. The Gremlins X-Man at work. But then we got the show, done, dusted, and finished, and it was a really good show as well. But unfortunately, because I have all my passwords on the laptop, I've not had any time to look and recover the passwords here. To say a big thank you to all the lads on Twitter sphere there. But thank you guys, and as well as everyone who kind of tuned in last night. The numbers are quite high, are quite good for an easy talk. So let's review the news of today from Canon 42 perspective before we this Saturday morning show. So first, up off the bat was this news. Still unsure for whether the North London derby is going to be called off today. The Premier League to decide today whether Sunday's game between Tottenham and Arsenal goes ahead. Spurs are apparently angry at the postponement request and believe there is no COVID outbreak at Arsenal. Gunners have a host of players missing due to COVID injury, suspension, and AFCON. Tottenham are angry at rivals Arsenal after they requested to postpone Sunday's North London derby due to having insufficient numbers of players to fulfill the fixture. Now, what really got my back up wasn't so much about what them up down the road are angry about. I just lost it because Gary Neville put his pennies worth in. I think nobody asked you for your opinion. Well, actually, yeah, he's a pundit, but I don't care about that. Gary Neville angry at Arsenal and sends clear message as they ask for Tottenham postponement. He says, Alex, taking a deep breath, I honestly believe that all teams, not just in the Premier League, but in EFL, now must be made to play their fixtures. Florian Balogun's gone on loan, Maitland-Niles gone on loan, Granit Xhaka, I actually said it, didn't I? A red card. That's not the fault of anybody else's. I was thinking, who asked you? Who asked you? Just quickly reminding myself why I couldn't stand Gary Neville. Couldn't stand him as a Man United player. Couldn't stand him. And he didn't do much as a coach, stroke manager, did he? Out in Spain? Didn't do much. So keep your chompers quiet, Gary Neville. Keep it quiet, geez. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Not interested, man. Not interested. And then the second bit of news that we spoke about, again, about Artur Melo. Yeah, Kevin Campbell reckons that Arsenal need to go after this player. He's a good player. Actually, he didn't say it. He's a baller. He's a baller. I said, right, okay. But the Daily Mail have reported Arsenal are keen on signing the former Barcelona midfielder in January transfer window. Yeah, Juventus want assurances that they will get their money, if not in January, but sometime in the summer. So, yeah, listen, you know the situation. You know the situation. We're short on cover in the midfield. And you ask the question, you bet the question, why did we let Maitland-Niles go out to AS Roma to be managed by Maureen? Why? Why did we do that? To me, it just beggars belief, man. We don't have the nous. We don't have the business intelligence. It's not business intelligence. It's called the acumen, business acumen. We don't know how to do it. Can't conduct business in a proper way, in a proper manner. Maitland-Niles would have saved us that money there. Would have saved us the money. Ridiculous. And then we spoke about the Gabonese. Where is he? There he is. Aubameyang. Unclear whether Arsenal striker will play in Gabon final AFCON group game. Pierre Aubameyang was left out of the Gabonese team to face Ghana due to a minor heart condition. Striker has recovered from the coronavirus and trained this week. Also satisfied his condition is not serious. Club are in touch with Forward, who is feeling okay. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, didn't want to take any risks after Aubameyang, along with her teammate Mario Lemina and Axel Meyer, was shown to have cardiac lesions. My goodness, following bouts of COVID-19. Now, Aubameyang, as we know, tested positive for COVID on his arrival in Cameroon for the tournament last week. They returned a negative test this week and trained on Thursday. Gabonese officials will now continue to check Aubameyang's health over the next few days, but it's unclear at this stage whether he will be able to play in the Gabonese final group game against Morocco on Tuesday. I don't know, man. Of course, the Gabonese fans are worried about the future of their captain. The Gabonese coach, Patrice Neveu, says they'll continue to do tests on him and monitor his situation. A member of the Gabon team management also said that they're in touch with Arsenal to check his progress as the days go by. I tell you what, man, health, don't play, man. Don't put that. That is just serious business there. And like John says in the live chat, he's still our player. We've got to wish him all the best. I mean, everyone can afford to, myself, the panelists, the moderators, everyone wishes Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang a full recovery. But from my perspective, he should not play. He should not play any further in the AFCON. But that's just my personal opinion there. Right, let's go into the live chat. This maybe for the last time. Yeah, for the last time. Before I wrap up this one. We probably had enough on loan to field a decent team against Spurs. And that is the crazy thing about it, isn't it, John? The number of players would still got out on loan. You probably think, oh, that player, Michael Panos, is he gone? He's still ours, isn't he? Michael Panos. Let's let him in. Bellerin is just absolutely quiet. I can't remember the team he's going to play for. But you're probably right. We could have filled it enough, or actually had enough cover. Could have had enough cover. Big up Easy Talk and the fans that stuck with us. Yeah, man. I mean, it's funny, John, because I saw the numbers went on a steep incline. Thinking, oh, shoot, okay. We have a lot of people coming in. I said, oh, all right, okay. And then it went down a little bit and it just kind of stabilized. I was thinking, right, okay. So that's the ballpark there. But like I said there, a lot of the fans stuck with us. And I've just seen the numbers this morning. I'm thinking, wow. For Easy Talk, we're kind of getting back to where we used to be before. 3s and 4s and sometimes 500s. But yeah, that's really good, man. Really, really good. Where are we? It's almost 22:11. Good morning to you, Anthony. So what we should play with a half a team against the Spurs? Not happening. Liverpool got our initial game postponed. So why can't we? The funny thing is, Anthony, is like I said, when I first read the segment there, I can imagine what's going to happen because I could have perceived what was going to happen when Liverpool put in their request. I said, no, Liverpool, they're going to get it postponed. But now that the shoe's on the other foot, I've had that expression before, that the shoe's on the other foot, I imagine the FA going to say, no, actually, Arsenal, you've got to play the game. That is what's going to happen. We've got to wait to hear today because they've got to make a decision today. But I imagine now they're going to say, no, Arsenal, no, we've got to play the game. Have to play the game. Why? Because we say so. That is what's going to happen. I can see the stars aligning. The stars are aligning. Oh, Anthony, you got to laugh, man. Life is just too short not to laugh, man. God, like days, man. Any more comments? Any more comments before we wrap up this one? We're getting 2 minutes short. I said 1 minute short of 40 minutes. Any more comments, people? I think whilst everyone's contemplating, I think I might use this opportune moment to do the poll. Try and do the poll with the right spelling of Artemelo. God, my goodness. All right, okay, here we go. So, who do Arsenal sign? Question mark. Choose only one. Full stop. Again, this is just to do with the numbers because we're quite short of numbers in the midfield, right? So I'm just asking a question, right? Chat, Wilshire. Just asking a question. Do we sign Arthur Mello? Spelled the right way now. Hey. Or do we sign Genie Wijnaldum? Yeah, posted. So there you go. I'm only asking the question because we're short on numbers, and only because as well that Kevin Campbell said that Arsenal are going to be on a winner. You know, this guy Arthur Mello is a baller. Yeah, ex-Barcelona, now Juventus, but Juventus want assurances that they'll get the money. If not in the January transfer window, they get it sometime in the summer. Yeah, they've already set the perimeters there. But anyway, was it 30 odd million pounds? 30 odd million pounds. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we run for a few more minutes. Right. Oh my goodness. Talk about returning subscribers. Don Juan, where have you been, geezer? Don Juan says, I think Arthur. Okay. The funny thing is, I was asked a question midweek about Edu. Does Edu only know about Brazilian players? Does he only know about Brazilian players? I don't know. You have to ask him that question. But yeah, give my edge. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. But let's see if there's been any votes here. Right, there's not been any votes. People probably thinking Alex. Alex has probably lost his mind. You put Jack Wilshere, Jimmy Wijnaldum, and Arthur Melo. Never heard of them. So, guys, you go on the platform. You can have your vote. Who do Arsenal sign? Choose only one: Jack Wilshere, Arthur Melo, or Gini Wijnaldum. Like I said, Gini Wijnaldum, possibility, but only on a loan deal. I'm not even thinking about a permanent contract. 31 years of age, but then if we're going to go for a midfielder, age 31, possibly go for Jack Wilshere, who's a product of Arsenal, age 29, 2 years younger. But still go for even younger one, not Arsenal product. Let me come through the academy, Arthur Melo. 34, 35 million pounds. You pays your money, you takes your pick. All right. All right, people, any more comments, before we wrap up this one, man? I don't even know whether we're streaming live to our Twitter feed because I can only check on my phone. Let's have a butchers. Let's have a butchers and see if we're running live and direct. And you know what? We are. We is. Thank you, people. I tell you what, I'm no techie, man. I'm no techie, but back when I was a youngster, I used to destroy my dad's old transistor radios. Remember the analog radios? My sister toys, my toys, and I had a little bit of interest in electronics, but that was like in the 80s. But now, no, man. But I said to myself, where there's a will, there's a way. My laptop kind of still actually I put liquid trying to clean it up in between the keyboards. The laptop is over. It's finished. Went to my wife's. The app that I use kept saying, not working. Please try later. I was thinking, no, I need it now. I need to work now. Tried it on my phone. Was saying the same thing. So I reverted back to the old app. But by golly, we got the show on the road. And we had a good show last night. The Easy Talk, the flagship show of Cannon 4 TV. Guys, I think we have finished. Unless there are going to be any other comments, then we are done. We're finished. We're finished. Yeah, again, just a little bit of annoyance again from Gary Neville putting his pennies in worth and saying, actually, Arsenal, you've got your own, yourselves to pay for this. You know what? EFL, FA, the team's got to play the games. I was thinking, why didn't you say that before the Liverpool postponement? Why is it only now you're saying it? Quickly reminding myself why I couldn't stand Gary Neville. Couldn't stand him. Can't stand him. You can keep your mouth to yourself. You know what? I didn't ask you for your opinion. Anyway. All right, so a few more people before we wrap up this one. I believe that we're going to be finished. Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has had his day, hasn't he? We should sign Basuma or play Jack to play until the end of the season, at least until our regular midfield returns from AFCON. I didn't realize until yesterday when I did my research for yesterday morning show. I didn't realize Erdegaard had contracted COVID as well, so he wouldn't make it for the North London derby. So it's still touch and go for the return game at the Emirates against Liverpool. Them lot. Have a good day, all. Yeah, got to walk. Nice one, Joe. Listen, we'll keep in touch anyway, as always. You know what I mean? And on Monday, I mean, there's so many segments, live segments on Canon 4 TV. Monday is a Canon project. So, John, we'll get you on there as well, Geisha. Yeah, Canon project, 5:30 p.m. Yeah, UK time, not your local time. The Canon project, no doubt. Yeah, we'll be talking about the fallout, whether the game's going to happen on Sunday or not. But yeah, that's the latest. The latest. We've been running since last year. The Canon project. But I think we're probably finished now, aren't we? Christopher, good morning. We don't know yet. We don't know. We're still waiting for the FA to come out with a decision. I myself believe that we'll be forced to play the North London derby because it was ourselves who made the request, didn't we, to have it postponed, and like just for Spurs to be upset and angry at us. But it just in a role reversal. I'm thinking, you look at what happened to Liverpool, and I knew it. I knew Liverpool would get the request for the game to be postponed. Now the shoe's on the other foot. I can imagine FA are going to say, actually, no, Arsenal, you've got to play the game. We want you to play the game. You're going to play the game or forfeit the game. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Jack on pay as you go, play or Bissouma. I feel like John says, I think Jack has had his day, man. Bissouma, because Jack doesn't give that the physicality. Bissouma would give the physicality in the midfield. A deep line defensive midfielder is what we are needing. Who was it? I was speaking to one of my contributors the other day, and Tillemans, Yuri Tillemans. I need to do a video on him, and he said to me, it was Isaac, brother Isaac, says, "Would a Yuri Tillemans improve a Thomas Partey?" I said, "Well, for now, the problem with Thomas Partey, he's been asked to be creative, provide assists, and defend. That's what he needs there. Tillemans." He's not a defensive midfielder, is he? Not a defensive midfielder. So in order for a Thomas Partey to flourish, we need some serious defensive midfielders, of course, in the midfield. So he doesn't have to be asked to do his defensive duties. Just think about, going through, passing the ball through the lines, being in the right position to transition. But yeah, Yuri Tillemans, I do like Yuri Tillemans, but do you know who I prefer? Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves has always been my pick of the midfielders that Arsenal should have gone for in the last transfer window. It's Arsenal. The Prem will make us play. And Don Juan, you know what? I can already foresee that the Premier League will force Arsenal to play. Why? Because it's the Arsenal, isn't it? Everyone hates us, man. Everyone hates us. John Wayne, good morning, John. It's the real John Wayne, by the way. Says, good morning, Alex. Good morning, Geisha. Where have you been? Bruno Guimaraes or Bissouma? Bissouma. Again, I'm asking a question. What type of midfielder should we be going for? A creative midfielder, an attacking midfielder, a defensive midfielder, a deep line midfielder, a box-to-box midfielder. What kind of midfielder do we need? Good morning, Clucking Bell. Arsenal have to play the game and not try to brush Arteta and the other clown Edu's recruitment mistakes. All right. So you're saying that Arsenal should play the game? Is that what you're saying there? Should play the game and not try to brush Arteta and the other clowns. Oh, right. Okay. I think that's what you're saying there, isn't it? I did say from a speculative point of view, being a fan, whether it's a neutral or siding with them down the road at Arsenal, you'd want to see Arsenal play. And you want to see Arsenal definitely smash them up down the road, isn't it? But we're short on numbers now, aren't we? We're short on numbers. Remember the first game of the season we played against Brentford? We were short on numbers. Yeah, COVID. Just done some of my wife's playing some music there. Guys, I think we're finished now, aren't we? We are finished. Can I bring up the graphics? Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We are back on here. And just to remind you guys, you. I almost said you got to subscribe. You don't have to subscribe, but we would ideally like you to subscribe, be part of the community. I know I've got some. I didn't even get to do the editing. There's a whole bucket load of content, behind the scenes footage, and actually specials that I've got to upload on the members tab there. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the majority of the weekend. I got my work cut out, man. But yes, subscribe, help us grow, be a part of the community here, and don't miss out, because if you miss out, you'll miss out, and we don't want you to miss out. So have a wonderful, restful weekend. Again, as of this point, I still don't know whether the Premier League are going to be forcing us to play the game. Let's have a look here. Yeah, there's not any updates. Not any updates, people. Fucking pal. One because of COVID ads. Come on, man. I'm just saying. Like I just said, from a speculative, point of view, as a fan subscriber or a supporter, ideally, I want Arsenal to play. I want us to smash them lot. But Arteta has put in the request, so we have to wait and see. Man, you're harsh. Very harsh, bro. Very, very harsh. I'll put this back up. I'm out, people. I'm out. I will not most likely be back later on this evening. Got some shopping to do. And I want to chillax with the missus. Didn't get to do it yesterday. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for coming to the live chat and all the other thing as well. And I think all that without a moderator. Not one moderator in sight. Oh, my goodness. It's a quick reminder that, guys, again, have a wonderful day. And you have been listening and watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans.